Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to Milk Outside a Bag of Milk Outside a Bag of Milk, which is the sequel to Milk Inside a Bag of Milk Inside a Bag of Milk Inside a Bag of Milk, which we did earlier on this channel. So, I mean, naturally, we need to do this to see what the milk is doing outside the bag this time. I don't know. This is weird, but I kind of liked the first one, didn't I? It was weird, but I mean, it's strange. I like that it's strange. It's a short, like, visual novel, horror-ish thing. And apparently this one has 5 endings. I don't know if we're gonna see all 5 of them, but we'll see what happens. I'm open to anything happening today, to be honest. This could go any type of way. Yeah, the links are in the description below as usual if you want to check out this game. Everything is linked, my other channel, everything. So yeah, check that out. And thank you for watching this video and supporting small channels on YouTube, because we need your support to grow, and it's fucking hard, you know? So anyway, thank you for watching. That's all I'm trying to say. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff, you know. Anyway, let's go. Contains flashing images and touches on heavy topics. Alrighty. Is she counting her steps? The story's closing soon. Oh, this music. I remember this. Carton? A carton of milk? Having a panic attack. Oh yeah, and this is from the last, hello, this is from the last time, right? When we went to the store and had trouble buying milk because of our anxiety and stuff. This looks very different. It won't take much time. What do you see? This is very AI though. I don't like it. Are you sure? Look at that line in the middle of the screen. Oh, look at all this. This is so AI. Yes, Mom. Oh, okay. It's not like I'm categorically against everything AI. It is a very helpful tool, but it is so overly misused in games nowadays, and I don't like that. And it kind of dampens my whole mood, expectations, I don't know. New game. I'm walking to my room, trying not to look around. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls, the ceiling. One of those shadows whistles past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go to bed. Not to go get milk. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut. but I can still feel the chilly air coming from the other side. My first thought is that there is a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. Haha, that's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure that. I break into a run and dash towards the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. Don't you get it? I have my hands around as I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away any annoying pursuers, but then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death, but wait, how can I scare to death someone who's already dead? What if I actually revive them? No. I don't want that. What do I do? I couldn't fully complete my thoughts when my shoulder hit the door and it flew open. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with his unblinking eyes. I stare back. Nothing happens. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf in a store or on the table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means I took it from the safest place in the world and into the scary unknown. I'm so sorry, you poor thing. I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. I walk toward my room through the narrow corridor. Is it Mom? I meet a familiar formless creature at the door. It looks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp like a blade. Again? I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move. The creature squeezes my hands until my veins start bulging, and I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain. I've promised so many times, stay put. The moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin and the ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then the claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. A white veil appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide onto the floor, just like last time, but why? Why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell, while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from that pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by the throat while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Kill me! Kill me! Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching at my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint where every drop fell in my memory so I could gather them all later. I need to remember. A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it. I'll never drink milk ever again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. It's not a problem for me. I don't like drinking milk, so. Ooh, okay. This looks different. I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss, thankfully. I still feel comfy and warm in my room, even when the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face, and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. I need to turn the volume down. It's very loud in my ears. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. And there was a time when the last minutes before I sleep were my favorite time of the day. I loved anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and the dream world would clash. I woke up for that moment's sake, lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but the dreams always slowly but surely slipping away. As if somebody wished them out of my head, one after another, until nothing was left, and now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. After finishing my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work separately, since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Okay. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. Ugh. I'd do anything to stall for just a little bit more time. A smooth, protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its content. So what do we have inside you? I gently press on the capsule from both sides, and to my surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder, and the capsule pops. Sticky, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy, filthy. The pill flies straight into the waste bin, and I start rigorously washing my hands. No, there's no way I'm drinking that. Next was a flat pill of the same blood red color. There were the same letters printed out on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy, but it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No. I don't even want to look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half an hour goes by in a similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides, and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my heart doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. But not to my mom. She'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm always sleeping away anyway. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want some small talk. I wonder who's going to be my conversation partner. Yeah, this is not good. Throwing away your medicine like that, this is not going to go well. Hey. Hey, long time no see. It hasn't even been an hour, dummy. You know we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? Well, I mean, none of these answers says anything, so I'm just gonna pick one. You know we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? Why does her voice sound so grim? Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose side effects are the usual headaches, dizziness, exhaustion. Basically nothing I can't handle by myself. After all, now I know how to do it. You didn't reply. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? No? I'm pretty exhausted after today. Well, I guess you are too. That's not true. You need to go to bed. No. You've been in control of my... for way too long already. It's my turn now. All right. I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effects wear off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything. And you? You can only watch and agonize over your uselessness. I can imagine how angry you are right now. Yeah, I'm all beside myself. What made you so happy all of a sudden? And why would I be sad? Remember yourself a couple of hours ago. I don't know what you mean. Stop lying, stop lying, stop lying. I still don't understand. Whatever, unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic, snotty girl for a long time now. She just whines and whines all the time. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, alright? So you're the one calling the shots now? Yeah. Well, let's see how long you can last. We'll see, yeah. Am I really that pathetic? Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not unexpected. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face, then we'll decide what to do with you. So she's hallucinating, talking to herself, because she didn't take her medication, or... I'm in front of a mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneery looks the walls are giving me, trying not to drown in their giggling. But then, me in the mirror also shows a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the floor. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared. 2 by 2 squared. A square squared. A square pyramid squared. A pyramidal structure cubed. A pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better, but my head is splitting apart now. How do you feel? Sorry for being rude. How do you feel? You're mocking me, right? I'm obligated to ask you this at least a couple of times per session, if you say so. What happened? I'm worried about you. I'm worried about you. I know. I've been acting weird, haven't I? You see, I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. Take your fucking pills, dude. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Undoubtedly. Whatever it was your decision. Undoubtedly. And there's a good side to it. Moreover, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. I know. And you keep pushing me. Then why did you do that? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit at that time, but now I feel in triple in force. It hurts so bad. Just drink your medicine already, or I'll stop talking to you. You know what to do. Just drink your medicine already. No, don't abandon me. Dejected, I reach out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet, my mind still draws the terrifying pictures. picture. Lumps of coagulated blood and transparent coating travel down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it in my mouth. I lie on the floor. I look at the ceiling. I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. Do you want to talk about it? No, I've had enough of talking. What do you want then? I just want to lie down for a bit. Even if the ceiling is bound to collapse, it won't be today. Can you stay silent, please? I need to get my thoughts in order. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out on the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. Huh? In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. If you can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming, like cockroaches. You can always imagine. Ew, I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind either way. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts, the fireflies now, start whirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings coming from the ceiling make me start losing my patience. Enough! I hate you! These medicines are not working. I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job, now start over. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn. So that doesn't bother you? Should it? No, yes. No. A lot of people act like this. Really? There's nothing shameful about snapping at someone, if you have a reason for that. You did have a reason, didn't you? You'll surely get better, believe me. And now start over. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. Forget about them and go to bed. No, you don't get it. If I'm thinking about something, I need to finish my thoughts, or else... I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly could hide here. They can be anywhere. Suddenly, I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please, I'll tell you. Please tell me you'll help me. Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. That's the thing. I have no idea. This is weird. Will you tell me? What am I looking at? I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They're so itchy. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Did you drink milk? Did he bring milk? Did you drink milk? I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, will my eyes stop itching? I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, all my eyelashes one after another. If I tear out all my eyelashes one after another. What have you done? I need to gather the glass, and then I need to have a bath, and then... Here, drink some milk. No! First death, I died and felt something. I stand in the middle of the room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something. Will you tell me or not? About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures for one before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and then go to bed. And my thoughts are hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No, I know. If I make even the smallest of messes here, I'll feel really bad. All the things should stay in their places, and that's it. Why? Are you trying to come up with a reason right now? You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I don't and I won't. Alright then, so we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch? Yeah. Oh my. I have an idea. Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games have moments when you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. It sounds so fun. And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it even more interesting. This is so childish. And want to know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh yes. I start panicking as soon as I get in a multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? You're such a handful. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Do what you want. Why not continue on that road? Come on, don't be so boring. I was just teasing you. You don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision too. Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I were the tiny firefly? This is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey, what? Look down. I look down. After a moment, a small ball of light and warmth crawls out from under my sweater. Wowie! Wowie. There's smoke coming from your clothes. Whatever. Eesh, okay. I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. But I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to go home now. As if it was an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circles around my head for a bit, and then flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. One down. Let's look for the others. Yeah. Jesus Christ, this is claustrophobic in some weird way. Oh, we're clicking stuff now. No, please don't. Are you serious? What's wrong? Just think about it. Why would fireflies be attracted to light? I think they're quite self-sufficient already in that regard. Well, only if they purposely want to lower their self-esteem. Okay. I doubt it. All the compartments are locked. Okay. We can't click it. This is my sleeping bag. It's soft and warm. I'm sure that no living creature would be able to resist the temptation of spend a minute or two inside. They'd want to dig deep into it with a couple of favorite items, close their eyes, and then... Hey, did you fall asleep? Huh? I gently slap my cheeks to return myself to senses. It's already way past midnight. Usually I'd be sleeping like a log at this time, but right now I can't. Let's continue searching. Hey, maybe we'll find something inside? Nah, my thoughts don't have a feature of putting to sleep. Quite the contrary. They always cause insomnia, just like tonight. Okay. What? I look down, my school bag, worn down and silly. It's almost screaming as if it's useless. From another angle, it looks like a full belly. Its contents are also regurgitating, decomposing, and turning into a sticky, mushy substance. What a cool image. I need to remember this. Totally not cool. Totally not cool, senseless, and cruel. Tell me what's inside your bag instead. Nothing special. Mostly just all sorts of books. I've taken out all the pens and notebooks out of there, and I'm not interested in anything else. You used to go to school, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. Are you sure you understood my question? Do you think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. All right. What did you like the most there? Well, the rooms were usually bright, not like at home. That's it? Don't rush me, let me remember. Well, the beds were also soft and the food was nice. By the way, I attended all the classes. The others always skipped. They probably got told off so hard. I smiled gently, absorbed in warm memories. You never graduated, though. Yeah. Do you remember your last day there? It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already too old for the school curriculum. I also realized that some time ago the tasks were way too easy. Then we go into the car and went home. My mom greeted us there. We had dinner and went to our rooms. And what happened then? I guess that day has absolutely no special meaning to you. Like I told you, it was just a normal day. Tell me about it again. Okay. Good. I look at my bag again, light pouring into the room through the window, glints on the metal parts, and there's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real, sadly. Whatever, I don't care anyway. I almost end up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I manage to stop myself in the nick of time. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind. It has already happened countless times. What do you mean you'll go blind? I've spent months memorizing the location of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You won't get it. Look at your feet. I look down and see that a small insect is crawling towards me from my bag. It's barely glowing, and it can't even fly. I guess its firefly is really tired. I bend down to pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it, and then flies up. There you go, boy. Good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, it flies towards me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. That's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a little while and then goes silent. This one is kind of sad. Wonder why. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it's no longer alone. Sure, let's continue searching. I look up towards a very high place under my ceiling. I can hear a countless number of small legs marching inside the AC unit. Oh well. What happened? Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We'd better look somewhere else. Why would cockroaches be in there? Have you forgotten? You were the one who told me to think of my thoughts and cockroaches as cockroaches. Yes, but they became fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches didn't disappear just like that. So they occupied this place. Do you understand now? I'll pretend I do. Right, insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. I guess. I get close to the flower shelf. I sniff around. The leaf smells of dust and cardboard and death. You know, those plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects. Well, we kind of don't have a choice here, you know? Still, you're right. Let's continue searching. Why don't you just throw them out? Weren't you listening to me at all? Apparently not. This is my sketchbook. Half of its pages are blank, which means it's still good for a couple of years. You draw that rarely? Why? Isn't it obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. Can't get to the stationery store on foot. I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize that kind of nightmare that can turn into? Well, maybe you can ask your mom to buy you a new one. Buy what? Ask whom? Can you even form coherent sentences? Don't play dumb. Ask your mom to buy you a notebook instead. Instead? So you want me to perform a string of actions, but you're also telling me to do one instead of another? Then how would you decide which action to take? You're so dyslexic. Man, you're a tough case. You lack empathy. Is that my fault? I get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks in the laminate, and the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing 2 legs. I squat and look again. All the legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? Oh, let's not go there, okay? I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing is buried in the previous page, the way it should be. Too bad. I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no! I shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with a headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. The rustling has stopped, even though the wind is still howling from every direction. It can only mean one thing. The notebook is open on the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look. If I wait a little longer. If I wait... Open your eyes. No. It's okay, just do it. No way. I know you're lying. Calm down. No. Calm down. No. Calm down. Jesus fuck, are you kidding me? Fine. I open my eyes with the utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know, did you? You're the smart one here. You tell me. Next time, don't close your eyes. What did you... I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it. I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lift up. I can almost see the outlines of drawings in previous pages. No way. Everything that is in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look there. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly! The wind immediately stops. For a moment, the world sinks into perfect silence, but only for a moment. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills the surroundings. But it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy, you made me so scared. The firefly blinks, flies up and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. It spends some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but then its buzzing dies down. Phew. Are you okay? We're running short on time, so let's continue searching. It's not easy to get out of here. Okay. Umbrella? The umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness, no wonder. It's the only thing that defends me against the thunderclouds that gather under my ceiling. It's such a blessing that it can do it without my help. Still, a firefly won't hide in a place like that. It will catch a cold and be unable to fly. You don't want to check it? Alright, let's continue searching. You don't want to check it? Why? I'm sure I won't find anything there. Okay. I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. A bizarre item, I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it happened and how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it there because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I've spent I've spent my whole days in front of the screen, games, drawing, engineering, and calculating, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did, before entering the web. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? As always, your analogies are spot on. Okay, I imagined. Alright, so you're a hamster that lives underground? You have everything for comfortable living, okay? Okay. Wonderful. And here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives... Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else? Yeah. Fine. You'll end up returning to that subject anyway. Fine. Suddenly a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's event grill. I search for it. It gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself. I only knew that what looks like a cipher. Don't you want to crack it? It changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again, as if coming back to its senses. For some time it thinks about the further course of actions, then it flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. Oh my god, how many of these are we gonna... Oh, finish searching. Thank you. I was getting a bit tired of this. I've managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyway. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all. A zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think so much. It hurts you. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? Well, go to the balcony, breathe in some air. Somehow those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. Alright, let's stay here. There's no way somebody cares about you that much. Okay, let's stay here. Yeah. What are you gonna do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course. Hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous, like milk outside a bag of milk. And yet, you don't have to talk out loud for me to understand what you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that your time is running short. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never ever. That's a goodbye then? No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really, really small one. What is it? I've blurted out way too much already today, and a lot of stuff I want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I nervously scratched my wrist and bite on my lower lip. Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me? Yes. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Stop, I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully? No, you. I crawl into my sleeping bag. Does she not have a bed? What the fuck? The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electric heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course, I'll believe you. I know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, and started imagining that I'm watching that sound. The talking sound is so fucking distracting. I'm really struggling to read while that sound is playing. It's horrible. Ugh. I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places, bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know? Then one day I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And well-deserved, I guess. It felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed there. I guess they like this place. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me, and I'm kind of scared of them. I can't even argue with them. But today, well, I still too scared to tell me. Of course, they're still listening, you know? Okay. All right. I start chaotically twirling my finger with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. And I was trying so hard here. Don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax. Nobody can hear you. So, what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly, but it's not, and meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. You won't get it. You're not even trying. I wake up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrow, dimly lit alley and an awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? Finally, I hear a voice coming from the side. I turn around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. Then he takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him, confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name's Tresca. I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with questions like that. None of your business. And besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is. I try to just click to not hear that sound, but it's hard because you never know how long the sentences are. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Tresca says that and strikes a victory pose. No way I'm doing that. You do understand that refusal is futile. Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird, constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, silence. He's a wacko, and his name is stupid. Are we going or what? You can go, I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Tresca puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you, I don't like you. He simply bursts out laughing in reply. I do like you, though. Then he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way. Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Tresca was walking way faster than me. And on the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. After reaching the store's doors, we're greeted by a sign. We're closing in 20 minutes. Who had the bright idea to... Oh, fuck. They probably have special staff for this. Someone who runs to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. But what's your name? None of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of the brat, but a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says, "We're closing in 15 minutes. Let's go. What are you waiting for?" Oh, yeah. After another round of going across the long row of canned products, we realize that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask someone for directions? Sure. Hey, wait up. Tresca lets go of my hand and walks confidently towards one of the few store's customers. That person is standing with their back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, I can't hear neither the second part of this question nor the reply he gets. But my good for nothing friend freezes in his place, looking the customer straight in the eye. I hurry toward them. Is he yours? The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scorned expression. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grabbed Tresca's hand and led him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and eyes popped. He's also shaking. Only when we turn around to the corner, Tresca calms down. What was that? I got so scared. He said, "What? No, not again." Suddenly, Tresca starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean. Who, me? Tresca pushes me away and runs off. Drat. At the edge of my vision, I see the store staff hang a sign on the door. There you are. I meet Tresca at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey you, move. I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that has formed after Tresca. I squeeze through toward him. What happened? Something. The boy doesn't respond. He just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee. What? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Tresca starts giggling all of a sudden. And for the fact that your son is a retard too? But you heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote to the cashier of much higher value than needed, even counting in all the stupid fees, then grab a bag of milk and turn around on my heels. We're leaving, Tresca. We spend the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right, towards a gas station, where Tresca finally breaks his silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment and then goes out. You know, he turns away from the path and walks straight toward the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. It seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Tresca's eyes. What, was he run over or something? Did he walk right into the street, or...? Okay. Good night. Okay, this game is a trip. As expected. Very much weird. I have to say, I really like the graphics on the last part there. And the room part is also, it looks cool with a little bit of color and stuff, a little bit more detailed. I don't like the AI cutscenes thing. I don't like that. But I think the story this time was a bit more boring. I don't know why, I just feel like last time, the first one, more stuff happened, or it was like more, I don't know, I don't remember all of it, but I feel like it was like kind of like a more of a storyline. This time it was a lot just like me with my thoughts, which is just, like, I understand it's supposed to be like anxiety and like, I don't know, schizophrenia or something, like she's talking to herself and blah, 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 and everything like that, but I don't know, it doesn't really grip me that much. I found the whole mid section of the game to be pretty boring. I think I like the last part best, because that's when actually something happened, you know? Kind of more like a story. I don't know. Okay, this is different. Let's check out Manly Badass Heroes playthrough.
Putting the fireflight under my ear. That's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a little while and then goes silent. This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. There's no way somebody cares about you that much. Just for a couple of minutes, okay?
Okay, so that means she goes out in the back and leave. We had chosen the other thing there. Yeah, because we didn't see this.
Oh man, that's a good CG. Get that artsy thing going on. My apartment building looks like a bombless cooking pot, but instead of soot, it has hundreds of concrete and metal boxes on its walls. There are lights on in the windows. There are muffled voices coming from the inside. The howling wind spirals up and splits into hundreds of independent streams. Seems like it wants to be heard by every person living here. It must feel so lonely, living in endless silence. Your apartment building is pretty weird, isn't it? I could see the horizon from my window before, and the building grew for miles in both directions. I guess at some point it circled around and closed on itself. Nothing unusual about that. How do you feel? I definitely feel. Sometimes that's more than enough. Still, you're anxious, aren't you? Of course, moreover, I'm completely terrified. Was it that obvious? You're looking every direction but not up. This. I've already told you, haven't I? About what? You know, small stuff. Can small stuff make you terrified? It's hard to explain. I climb up the middle railing and let my legs hang down. I sneak short glances at the abyss from time to time. It replies with angry, cold breath. That's how we interact, like old friends. Sometimes I feel like the whole world pretends to be crazy, as if it's trying to make me believe in something that doesn't exist. That's weird, isn't it? Yes, but at the same time, it makes you feel a little bit happy. Everything around me was created for my sake, to deceive, trick, and confuse me. If that's true, I guess I'm not so crazy myself after all. You believing in this is the definition of craziness. You're probably right. Another gust of wind blasts against the pot's walls, smashing the glass to dust and blowing away the concrete crust. I, on the other hand, feel a gentle breeze that only ruffles my hair. I still haven't come up with a code word. You're the one to remember your promise. You don't need a code word anymore. I don't like when this happens. I want to remember certain things only when I want to. Nonetheless, you've made that promise. And I'll keep it. But you need to keep in mind that from this moment on, every word will bring me pain. I bend down and imagine falling into the abyss. I have exactly 2 minutes before I meet my end. Oh, here's the story. I had a friend online, my best friend, even though the combination of letters he used instead of his name wasn't that cool. Well, the combination of pixels he had instead of his photo was also boring and unattractive. This is so strange and wrong, breaking the rules of being online. Why was he doing that? Maybe his code was a few lines short. I don't quite get what you mean. I could tell you about those rules. You can't find them anywhere. But I'm smart, so I figured them out myself. Although, I'm not sure I should divulge them. Why? When I try to say what I think out loud, I tend to make mistakes. If I make just a single one, everything that comes after contradicts my thoughts. And I end up with the opposite position. And I don't want that. According to that logic, it'd be better for you to keep your mouth shut forever. Yeah, that's my dream. Keep my mouth shut. Never get up from bed. Never see or hear anything. Just dream on and on. Oh, why is everything so terrible? Don't get distracted. So what was that about your friend? My friend? Oh, yes. He was brazen enough to... Come on, gather your thoughts. He somehow made me believe that he was real. He kept describing someone else's life to me in detail as if it was him. And he expected me to do the same. And then I told him everything about myself, without hiding a single thing. I grip my teeth. The wind whips my face without mercy. It slices my skin into uneven stripes, as if it's a piece of thin cloth. He knew more about me than anybody else in the world. You know what he did? Yes. Sending an army of bots to harass me was probably fun. And what's most important, it was a win-win situation. They spawn here and there, simple bits of code, they're effortless to run. No wonder the algorithm assigns that pattern more often than the others from the list. Text and video generators get to work at the same time. My name surfaces in the web more and more. It's unbearable. Unbearable. From around every corner, every balcony, ceiling, attic, wall, I always feel many pairs of watchful eyes directed at me. And now they watch me from the screens, too. But I'll put an end to it. I decided a long time ago. Though, maybe I only decided that only. My body finally crashes into the ground, smashing into millions of tiny pieces, like porcelain. It's my second death for today already. Just got achievement too, second death. I'm cold. Let's go back inside. I return to my room. Thankfully it hasn't changed one bit during the minutes I was outside. Without a second thought, I go toward my laptop and yank the power cable from the outlet. That's it. That's it. That's it. What are you going to do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course. So we already know that the laptop and the book in this all have fireflies. So since we already showed those, I'll just skip those dialogues. Finish searching. You found all the fireflies. Amazing. I guess. This is a weird ending so far. So I think all endings branch off of when she'd ask you to tell her a bedtime story. So this is the ending we've gotten so far. I think this one we got all the fireflies. We didn't see one cutscene earlier on one of the animated ones. And we didn't go into the balcony. Another terrible morning. Boo. Why's my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much. I just don't want to be branded a loser my first day. Cheer up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you, after all. Hey, hurry up! Yes, Mom. Another terrible morning. Yeah. It's always bad when half your face is falling off. Boo. Why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much. I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you, after all. Hey, hurry up! Yes, Mom. Deja vu? Well, very weird deja vu. Another terrible morning. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? Wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much. I just don't want to be branded a loser my first day. Cheer up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. I guess we're a bit of a holy person. Another terrible morning. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? Wonder what the others at school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much. I just want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up. There's nothing wrong with looking different.
Yes, it's the same
That's not what
dialogue
defines you
over and
after
over
all.
again.
Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Wonder how many times this is gonna go on. That's a good look. That's a good look.
Do you have to read the same
Another terrible
dialogue?
morning. Boo. Maybe it's over finally? Nope, there's two of us now. Never a terrible morning. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at the school will think. Well, it's not that I care too much. I just want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Let's go on for maybe a couple more times. Oh no. Another terrible morning. Boo. Why is my face always so stupid?
What kind of ending is
what the
this?
others at school will think.
What?
Well, it's not that I care too much. I just want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up. There's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom.
Oh, Jesus, how many of these?
I see. I think we get it. Boo, why is my face always so
Oh
stupid?
my God.
Now there's just nothing. Now it's just a void. Never a terrible morning. Boo, why is my face always so stupid? That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Seriously, how many more? This one's just blank face. It's kind of similar, but we still have a little bit of a head left. Good morning. I feel wonderful today. Can't wait for my first day at school. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom. Oh, notice that last one, the dialogue was different. And we had no face. At least I think it was. It's all kind of blurring.
What? Same. AI cutscene again? Really? Wow, really?
So now we're just going to do finish searching. So this ending, I did not get all the fireflies. I think this one might be tied to... I did do the balcony scene. I wake up lying on a cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls, and a single door. I hear muffled sounds coming from the other side of it. Scary sounds. I hug my knees. I wrap myself in my sweater like it's a blanket. It's no use. I'm chilled to the bone. Space. Tears stream down my face, making numerous scratches burn. I try to wipe them, but I scream and yank my hand away the moment I touch my face. My lips and nose are now a mushy mess. Somebody, help! The other side of the door is completely silent. No! Go away! An unknown force turns my head into a crunching sound. The darkness consumes everything. I wake up on the cold floor, in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls.
So this is all of them? She just wakes up from a nightmare? That's every ending?
I freeze into it. Abhorrent. Every passing day is a precious gift. If you share a piece of that gift with the world even once, it'll seem like a speck of dust. Do you get it? No, I'm sorry, I won't get that, then. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Yes, you even get it. When you notice how people look at themselves in the mirror, you look at your own reflection and realize it exists in reality. You understand how exactly it exists.
Right.
That was an abrupt ending of that dream. So in this ending, I grabbed the thing in the bottom right. Didn't really seem to do anything else of any note. Hello, thank you for choosing our pizzeria. You know, this place is so empty. I don't feel particularly good or bad because of it. I'm all alone. But at the same time, it feels like I'm not. There's a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I can create a whole world with them. I'm sure I'll be able to fill the void around me if I try hard enough. Although, no matter how much I think, my surroundings don't change. Yes, things happen in my head, but they never left the premises. It's not like I tried to suppress them. Maybe they're afraid to come out. What kind of pizza would you like to order? Anyway, there's so much space in my head that I could be put to good use. So every thought would make senseless and merciless circle in my head, destined to go back to where it started. But there should be an end somewhere. You can't wander around forever. What do you think? I know it sounds scary, but it's not scarier than constantly existing among the void. This place is safe, and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. Please note that we have a special offer right now. 3 pizzas for the price of 2. Yeah, there's probably nothing good in having the same thoughts over and over. What's the point of having them anyway? I could have escaped from here, but I feel like my thoughts aren't helping me at all. I should be ashamed, probably. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. I would have had it easier with one. I tried to find it inside of my headset hard enough.
Ooh.
So the world isn't empty after all. I can't see anything. Session timeout. Please reload the page.
All right. Okay, I think you get the idea. There's a lot about this game that I like. I like the theme, the overall theme. I like that it's like quiet and weird. I love the aesthetics, that pixely kind of simple way to tell a story, but still, I just feel like this one, it's a lot of. It's not a lot of substance. I feel like there was a lot of. It kind of fell through a little bit. A lot of these dialogues or monologues or whatever you want to call them, endings, it feels like it tries to be more than it really is, and it kind of it's written in a way that makes it feel like really like deep, and it really kind of isn't. Well, at least that's my impression, my thoughts, my opinion. It's a bit too long. I feel like it tries to do more than it kind of should do. It was a bit too long for me. It was a bit too much. I feel like the first one was better. If you want to see all 5 endings in like full, there are several other videos on YouTube that you can watch. But I don't know. I don't feel like you missed much. But yeah, that was it. I feel, as usual, I feel like the original was better. Sequel is never as good as the first one, am I right? Well, whatever. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys again soon. And yeah, bye for now.